Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be on my top 5 everyday perfumes. And what I mean by everyday perfumes, these are just perfumes that you can wear pretty much any time of the day. They're very great perfumes for work. They're not too offensive. They're not too sweet. In my opinion, these are perfumes that don't project a lot. I mean, people will smell them if you spray a lot, but they're also not perfumes that are very like gourmand or dessert smelling, because I know those tend to give people headaches and stuff like that. These are just very beautiful year-round scents. So let's go ahead and get into the video. And this isn't in any particular order, although there is a number 1, because this is like my signature scent. It's something I've been wearing for a while now. So that is like my number 1 everyday year-round scent. So first up is Marc Jacobs Decadence Ooh So Decadent. And this is just a very unique scent. So let's go ahead and read the notes on this. The top notes are Nashi Pear, Green Ivy, Black Currant. The heart notes are Lily of the Valley, Jasmine, Magnolia. And then the base notes are White Amber, Cashmere Woods, and Raspberry. So I do get like the Green Ivy, Lily of the Valley. So this is a very green scent. When I think of this scent, I think of, and I've never been here, this is like on my sister's bucket list, but I think of Ireland, you know, like in movie settings when they show the beautiful greenery of Ireland. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I have a very, very vivid and crazy imagination, but this is just a very beautiful green scent. I don't want to say woodsy, because it's not like, it's a soft woodsy scent. So cashmere, I guess, is where that comes from. And I smell the jasmine in here. It's got a very soft floral to it. But this is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. And I actually picked this one up on accident. So this is not an everyday scent, but this was the scent that I meant to get. This is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I believe this is the original. And this one's spicy. This is a very rich, bold scent. This line, I haven't smelled the second one, but this line so far, these are very unique scents in my collection. This one, a co-worker of mine wears. She's a fragrant lover like me, and I'm the kind of person, I don't care if a lot of people are wearing the same scent. If I like it, I buy it. That's just how I am. But this one is actually not, and now that I own both, I do prefer this one. This one's just, I don't know. It's just like fresh and soapy. It's got like a very soapiness to it, and it's beautiful. I love this. And the packaging is a bag, which I know a lot of people don't like because it's kind of gaudy, but I like over the top stuff in my collection. I mean, they are a little over the top, but again, I can be over the top, so I do like the packaging. I'm one of the few people that do. A lot of the fragrance people I follow don't like this. They take off the top right away. But I'm cheesy. I like the little bag. I'm gonna be one of those crazy old ladies with the big glasses and who thinks she's still young. That's just how I'm gonna be. But this is just a comparison. This isn't an everyday scent. This to me is more of a winter scent. This is a very boss lady scent. This one, however, I just think is beautiful. So this is Marc Jacobs Decadent Ooh So Decadent. The next up are these 2 Jo Malone scents. I just recently got these minis. I get a lot of the little samples, and when I saw this at Sephora, I just had to have it because Jo Malone is expensive, and then they were having the Sephora VIB sale, so I picked these up and then I got 20% off. So these are very beautiful scents, and I described them in another video in my fragrance haul as very beachy. And when I say beachy, I am not talking about suntan beachy. I'm talking about expensive beach. Like, I'm talking about like the Hamptons. When I smell this, I think of white linen. I think of neighbors walking through the sand, going to their next neighbor's house, carrying a bottle of wine. The sun is going down. That is what I smell when I open up these perfumes. And these are great on their own, and they're also great layered. So this is the wood sage and sea salt, and this one specifically reminds me of what I just described. But this one's not too far behind. This one's more during the day. And this is the peony and blush suede. I know in other videos I've said peony, but I actually, in one of a recent fragrance video, I heard that one of the girls said peony, and I looked it up and it is peony. So sorry for pronouncing it wrong. I try to correct myself when I can. These are very beautiful scents on their own as well as layered together. It's actually what I have on today, and these are very clean, beautiful scents. They don't project too loudly, but if you like flip your hair or someone gets close enough, they can smell this, and it's just a beautiful light scent. So these are the Jo Malone scents. And then next up, I know I said 5, but those are grouped together and these are going to be grouped together. So next up are the Versace Bright Crystal, and we have the Bright Crystal Original and then the Bright Crystal Absolute. And the reason why I'm mentioning both is because they're similar. There's only slight differences, so depending on the kind of person you are, you might want one over the other. And I do prefer the Bright Crystal Absolute. My husband prefers just the original. He's actually the one that got me this one, so I think he's a little biased. But this is just a beautiful, again, fresh, clean scent. Let me read the notes. So Bright Crystal, the notes are pomegranate, yuzu, ice accord. The heart notes are magnolia, lotus, peony. The base notes are vegetal amber, musk, and mahogany. And I do smell like the peony, and it is like slightly fruity, but I guess the musks, maybe that's what rounds it out so that it's just not too fruity, because it's not like a sickly sweet smell that I get with some fruity perfumes. But this is beautiful. And then this one's just a little stronger. So these have the same top notes, the yuzu, pomegranate, and then the icy accord. What's different on the heart notes in this one is it has a raspberry. And then also in the base notes, this one has acajou wood, and then the vegetal amber and musk, but that one has mahogany in it. So they're not that different. This one's just, the dry down on this one's a little bit more softer and powdery, I would say. Whereas this one, it's stronger when you spray it, and to me then smells like how this one first sprays. I don't know, it's weird. But you can smell the raspberry in this one. I enjoy both of them. But do you think that they're great everyday scents? Because again, they're just not very offensive. They're not anything that yell like I'm coming around the corner. So next up is Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, and this is the EDT Eau de Toilette version, because there is a difference in the Eau de Parfum and this one. I don't know what that difference is yet, but here's a little story. So I got this perfume on a blind buy based on Kathleen Lights. She had featured what I thought was this perfume in 2 of her videos, and I tend to like a lot of the scents that she likes. So this was like one of 2 or 3 that I bought blindly. When I go over my collection video, I'll go through those. But I didn't really start paying attention to the EDP until like recently. I always knew that EDP was just a stronger version, but I didn't realize that it could also be like almost a completely different perfume, or at least changing some of the notes can make it very different. Yes, I should have known, because my Narciso Rodriguez, for her, I have EDT and the EDP, and they are different. But I just didn't think when she had mentioned it to really look into which version she has. So I went out and got the EDT version, the Eau de Toilette, and I love this. This is a very beautiful everyday scent. And let me go ahead and read those notes to you. So the top notes are green notes. The heart notes are tiger orchid, and then the base notes are toffee, Indonesian, patchouli. So I started getting into fragrance videos after those videos, and I came across, I believe her name is Soki. Yeah, I think it's Soki London. She does a video on the Jimmy Choo line, and the way she describes the EDP, the EDT, and the Fever version, I wanted those 3 in my collection. And there's like a floral one, but I'm really picky when it comes to floral. I did order the EDP and the Fever over the Labor Day holiday because FragranceNet had a very big sale. So I will do a comparison video, but I am glad that I have the EDT version in my collection. This is another unique scent in my collection, and I do feel like I can smell the pear in here. I do think it has a very oriental scent, like the orchid in it, but it's just a very beautiful fresh scent. This is a very everyday scent, and it's gorgeous for work. For the office, it's not anything too offensive, and the staying power on this is amazing. I should say that the staying power on most of these will last you at least a work day, most of them until the next day. I would say the Jo Malone and then the Versace Bright Crystal, these two are a good 6 to 8 hours, and then all the other ones are pretty good for the whole day. All the other ones I'm talking about. This one is another one. This one, I can come home from work and I don't think I smell like it, but then I'll flip my hair and do something and I smell it. But this is a very gorgeous everyday scent. And the last one, last but not least, this is my signature scent since 2011, and this is Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Joie. I love this scent. So in 2011, when I was looking for my wedding scent, a girl that I worked with showed me, she was like, oh, I just picked up a new bottle of perfume. You want to smell it? And I fell in love the second she sprayed it. But I knew she was going to be wearing that on my wedding day. So I was like, no. So my search kept going. But I made note of it and I bought it later. This scent is just so fresh, so clean. Every day. I mean, this is my top complimented perfume. When I go out, strangers always compliment me, as well as co-workers. I've worn this perfume through two jobs, my job before and this one, and this is just my top complimented perfume. So this perfume, the girl at my job, again, she doesn't work with me anymore. I actually don't work there anymore, but she had complimented me one day on this, and I'm like, oh, it's that perfume, and she's like, oh, it doesn't smell like that on me. So, and then I went downtown one time and like for day drinking, because again, this is just a beautiful daytime scent. And so girl who was sitting down walked up to where I was ordering and was like, I don't mean to bother you, but what are you wearing? And when I told her I was wearing this scent, she's like, I have that perfume. It doesn't smell like that on me. I don't know what it is about this perfume, but when I wear it, I don't know that I would ever, I hope this never stops being produced, because I just love this scent. This perfume definitely reminds me of like my marriage, like the first year of my marriage, because I bought it after my wedding. Like I said, when this coworker of mine bought it, I knew, okay, I don't want it for my wedding, but I definitely want that perfume. And so this perfume does also have, like, it gives me good memories, because the first year of my marriage was probably like the best, because the first year is like your honeymoon years, which is funny because we got married on our 7-year anniversary, but I don't know what it was. I thought it was going to be the same, and it was the same, but he was just extra for the first year of our marriage. So real quick, I'm gonna butcher a lot of these fragrances. I'm gonna tell you that from here on out. I am Puerto Rican American. I'm not French, I'm not Italian. So, top notes: mint, limon, primo, fiore. So see, I don't know if this is feminello or feminello, because in Spanish, the two L's would make it a Y sound. So it's either limon, primo, fiorera, feminello, or feminello. The heart notes are aquatic, green accord, pink pepper, jasmine sambac, and peony. Then the base notes are cedar, labdanum, and then a brown sugar accord. So I definitely smell the mint and the limon in this, because again, this is just very beautiful, fresh scent. And it's just, it's one of my favorite scents. Now, this wasn't on my date night, my top 5 date nights, because again, this is just a favorite. This is just my everyday, my go-to signature scent. So it's my number one in everything, which is funny because I have been getting into gourmand and like very sweet scents. Well, I've always kind of liked gourmand, but not to the extent where my collection has grown. Like, I've always liked fall scents, but I've always had like 1 or 2 in my collection, and it has like blown up. Most of my collection is sweet dessert smelling perfumes, and I love it. Now, I will say that those are more nighttime, fall, and winter, but I don't know, like it doesn't matter, because when it comes to like fresh scents, I don't want too many of those, just because I tend to always just gravitate towards this one. As you can see, this one's almost done, but I already ordered my backup. It's over there. This is what I have been wearing on a daily basis to work for the last 6 months to a year, and then this one has been since 2011. I have gone through bottles and bottles of this. So yeah, that will do it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like me and haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and click the notification bell so you know when I upload. And until next time, guys, bye.